introduce myself. My name is Septia Amalia Azura, and here I will explain about the types of business letter. Understanding the type of business letter in English. 1. Offer letter. An offer letter is a business letter sent by a company or seller to propose goods, service, or business cooperation a potential buyer or partner. Purpose: to remote or introduction products or service, and to initiate a business relationship. Example: a company offers products to a potential buyer. Inquiry letter, a letter written to request more information about product, service, prices, order before making a purchase. Purpose: to ask about products availability, specification, or price. To compare first over before making a decision. Example: a retailer asks a wholesaler for a product's catalog and price. 3. Order letter, a formal request to purchase goods or service from a supplier. To place an official order after reviewing an offer. And to confirm product type, quantity, price, and delivery time. Example: a bookstore orders 300 copies of a new novel from a publisher. 4. Complaint letter, a letter expressing dissatisfaction with a product, service, or experience received. Purpose: to report problems or poor service and to request repair, replacement, refund, or apology. Example: a customer complains about receiving a damaged item in their order. 5. Confirmation letter, a letter used to confirm detail of a transaction, meeting, agreement, or delivery. Purpose: to ensure mutual understanding and avoid misunderstanding. To formalize verbal agreement. Example: a buyer confirms the delivery date of ordered products.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Puja Ramadhani, and here I will explain about the type of business letters. 6. Reference letter, a letter written to recommend someone for a position, scholarship, or other opportunity. Purpose: to support someone, qualification, or character. To help someone get a cap for a job, school, or program. Example: a former employer writes a reference letter for a former employee applying to a new company. 7. Job application letter, a formal letter sent by an individual to apply for a job. Purpose: to introduce oneself to a potential employer, to highlight qualifications, skills, and experience. Example: a fresh graduate applies for a position as a digital marketing assistant. 8. Notice letter, a letter used to inform about important changes such as office relocation, change in policy, or new business hours. Purpose: to maintain transparency in business communication, to inform partners or customers of relevant updates. Example: a company informs its clients of new business operation hours. 9. Collection letter, a letter used to remind customers of overdue payment. Purpose: to recover debts or unpaid invoice. To maintain a professional relationship while requesting payment. Example: a company send a reminder to a client whose payment is 30 days late. And last, adjustment letter, a reply to a complaint letter explaining how the problem will be resolved. Purpose: to apologize and retain customers' trust, to offer a solution such as refund, replacement, or compensation. Example: a seller responds to a complaint by offering to send a new item. Thank you.
Today I'm going to talk about the main part of a business letter. Number 1, heading who and when. This is where you say who you are and when you wrote the letter. If you are using letterhead, you just need the date. It's kind of like saying, hey, this is me and I wrote this on this date. Number 2, inside address. Who you are talking to, here you write the full details of the person of company you are writing to. Make sure you include their name, title, company, and address so the letter lands in the right hands. Number 3, solution. Your hello, this is your polite greeting like Dear Mr. Andi Prasetyo. If you are not sure about their title of gender, it's totally okay to just use their full name, and yes, always end with a colon. Number 4, body, your main message. This is where you say what you need to say. It clear, get to the point, and spells out your paragraph to make it easier to read. Number 5, complimentary close. Your polite goodbye, here where you say goodbye politely, like sincerely, just a quick professional way to wrap things up. Number 6, signature line. Your name and signature, leave some space to sing your name, then type it out below. You can add your title to if you want, totally up to you. Number 7, enclosure. The extras, if you're adding something like a CV or document, just write enclosure or enclosure below your name and list what you're including. And that's it. 7 simple parts of a business letter. Just follow this format and your letter will look clean, professional, and easy to understand. Thank you.
Hello everyone, before that let me introduce myself. My name is Mirza and I'm from group 2. We want to talk about business letter, what they are, why they're important, and how they are different from personal letters. First, a letter in with message sent from one person to another. In business, a business letter is a formal way to communicate professionally, like making requests, offering product, or sharing information. Why are business letters important? Business letter help you communicate clearly and officially with client, partners, or suppliers. Business and personal letters. Business letters are formal and follow specific rules, while personal letters are more casual and less strict. That's what we will explain more about today. Let's get started. So the body of a business letter is basically the main part where you share the key message. After your opening greeting and introduction, this is where you tell everything clearly and straightforwardly. Typically in the body, you include important points like the purpose of your letter, what you're offering, what you expect from the recipient, or the next step. Just keep it simple and to the point. No need for fancy words, just make sure it's easy to understand. Example, if you're offering a product, in the body you explain the benefit, why it's good for them, and how they can order or collaborate. If you are making requests, say what you need and why it's important. Basically, the body should be clear and concise. Not too long, but enough to cover everything important without confusing the reader. Okay.
Hi, I'm Vira, digital business student, and today I'd like to talk about something really simple but super important. Okay, the topic is the difference between a memo and email business. Okay, we often use both tools in business communication. So understanding when and how to use them is very useful. Okay, now let's start with a memo. Memo or memorandum is short and formal message used for internal communication, like within a company, a school, department, or even project team. In digital business, we might use memos to update a supervisor, a task, or share something with teammates. Memos are usually short, straight to the point, and focus on delivering clear information. Okay, now let's talk about email. Emails are way more flexible. You can send them inside or outside your organization. They can be formal or casual, and depending on who you are sending them to. In the business world, we use emails to pitch ideas, set meetings, share documents, or even follow up with client and partner. For digital business students, writing professional emails is a key skill, especially when you're doing internship or starting your own brand. As you can see, here's an example of a memo I wrote to submit a task. And for emails, here's an example of a professional email I sent. Okay, as you can see, structure of email usually includes subject line, greeting like dear and name, opening line like say why you're writing, content, explain your idea, proposal, or message, and closing line like invite response or action, and last sign off like this great or sincerely followed by your name. Okay, so use memo when you're communicating internally, especially for short updates or submission, and use emails for more detailed communication, especially when dealing with client, partners, or professor. Both are essential tools in digital business communication, and learning how to use them well will really help you in your career and studies. Thank you for watching my presentation, and I hope this helped you understand the difference clearly. Email and memo. So see you next the project.
Hi everyone, my name is Olga Gita. Let's talk about how to write request and complement letter. Two important types of the formal letter. Well, go over the format step by step, but don't worry, I keep it simple. First, the request letter. Use when you are asking for something like document, permission, or support. Here the basic format. First, your address top left corner. And now that, right below your address. Receiver's address, who you are writing to, and subject line, short and clear. For example, request for internship certificate, and greeting like dear sir or dear madam. And body of the letter. Start with why you are writing, explain your request brief, and any details if you need it. And closing line, say thank you or express hope for a response. And then complimentary close, like thank you and your name and signature. For example, I'm writing to request a recommendation letter for my university application. Now the complement letter, you need something goes wrong and you need to speak up politely. The format is similar, just change content a bit, like your address, date, receiver address, subject line, like compliment about demand's product, greeting, body of the letter, describe the problem clearly, include important info like product name, order number, or date, and explain what you want, a refund or placement or pics, and closing line like for example, I hope this issue can be resolved soon, and complimentary close, and your name signature. For example line, I received the wrong item in the order and would like to request an exchange. And this is just follow the format, stay follow tab and clear about what you want. Easy, right? Thank you for watching and good luck.